Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Harare, Zimbabwe, as it is the final day of our African Cup for Club Champions, hosted here at the St. John's Astro. Next up, we've got loaded up a bronze medal encounter, which sees the Ghana Revenue Authority taking on the Hippo Hockey Club, one of our local sides here. Speaking with me is the team coach, Mr. Tongai Mukwewa Doc, as you're popularly known in the hockey circle. So, how's been the experience thus far?
It's wonderful. I think we couldn't ask for anything better. It's been really what we expected, top-class hockey, and really exciting to be a part of.
Absolutely. I mean, it is pretty much the cream of, African hockey, and to be in the, hunt for a possible medal still. What are your side's prospects? What's the mentality or mindset going into your final encounter today?
Look, Moody, we really wanted the gold medal, so we'll take the bronze, and so we're fighting for that bronze. We're really going to put everything in. It's our last game of the day, and I think you'll see the boys come out firing. We're hopeful for that medal.
Absolutely. I mean, your ladies' side did just manage that. Is there any pressure from, the opposite end to say, hey, come, guys, let's make it a double for us?
Yeah, so we're looking for that double. No pressure at all, because it's what we wanted. And what we want now, and we're going to be fighting for that bronze medal today.
Absolutely, and I mean, yes, I know it's a bit of a difficult question, especially before your last game. What were your goals before this tournament? What do you feel your side managed to tick off?
So we wanted a podium finish, and in fact a high podium finish. So while we haven't managed, sort of the first and second playoff, third will be good, because you look at the caliber of teams that we're playing against. They are seasoned, sort of teams who have played this tournament a lot more than us. Yesterday, you saw we took on the reigning champions, who've won this tournament a record 28 times, and we gave them a run for their money. So hopefully today we're going to do the same with Ghana and finish up with a medal for our team.
Absolutely. Well, you've heard it from the team coach's mouth, Doc Mukwewa. They'll certainly be hoping for a podium finish. We'll catch you shortly for our next chat. So good luck. Right, ladies and gentlemen, again back here with the skipper of the Ghanaian Revenue Authority, Mr. Dormo, the captain. Sir, a bronze medal encounter, is this where you wanted to be, or were you hoping for a bit of a further shot in this tournament?
Yeah, from the beginning of the tournament, I told you that we were so prepared, so much so that we didn't want anything more than the gold. But it's just unfortunate that sometimes you plan and then it doesn't go so well. So we just have to regroup, and then whatever comes your way, you do your maximum best to clear it.
Okay, I was privileged to watch your last game against this very side. Is it a bit of a revenge fixture? How are you and your side, mentally, how have you prepped for this one? And, what's the mindset going into it, especially after having gone down to them a couple of days ago?
Yeah, so like you said, a revenge game, I wouldn't put it. But then we've played them before. They won in that match. So we have kind of studied them. We now know what they are capable of doing, and then we have had to go to the drawing board, and then we've prepared a very good soup for them.
Okay, well, quite excited to watch that. I mean, every time you've spoken to me and you've guaranteed something, you've delivered. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you shortly for the start of our bronze medal encounter at the 37th staging of the African Cup for Club Champions, hosted here in Harare, Zimbabwe. Next up, sees my man here, part of the Ghana Revenue Authority, take on the Hippo Hockey Club. We'll catch you shortly in commentary for the start. Club coming out of Zimbabwe. Coming your okay. On the main item. Yeah. Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the St. John's Astro, as we've got here a bronze medal encounter in the African Cup for Club Champions, hosted here in Harare, Zimbabwe, and it's 37 staging for, we're in the men's section. The two sides taking out to the field now. We'll see the Ghana Revenue Authority coming out of Accra, Ghana, and Hippo Hockey Club, one of our local sides, and then making their way out into the middle at the moment are the two umpires, Brandon Neveling coming out of the Republic of South Africa. He'll be joined out in the middle by Mustafa Fahmy of Egypt. Both sides taking to the field for their second encounter against each other. After what we saw earlier this week, the Hippo Hockey Club, who will be donning the white, managing a victory over the Ghanaians. So the GRA will be donning a blue strip, and the Hippo side out in the white. So again, this will be for a chance at a gold medal. Speaking to that Ghanaian skipper, who's been full of intent in his chat before encounters Eugene Dormo, the man in goal, inspirational leader for his side, and he said they were after gold initially, but unfortunately they haven't been able to, see themselves feature in that encounter. However, still on the cards for a medal, as this again is a bronze medal. Joined here by one of the ladies who took part earlier this week, Anesu out of the Bulawayo Hockey Club. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Moods. It's such a great day today. So keen to see Hippo take on this team. They've showed some excellent skill and they've been fighting quite well. So really keen to see what they can do today.
Yeah, absolutely. And which side are you backing? Obviously in the blue. Is it the GRA, or are you backing the Zim side?
I'm definitely keen to see both sides show us what they've got.
You're giving me some of Ben's rubbish.
Yeah, really.
Where he just doesn't ever pick a side and leaves you hanging. Nonetheless, so be it.
Yes, sir.
So be it. But yeah, excited to have you up here for this bronze medal encounter. I'm sure both sides will be so confident, more so the Hippo side. They did get over them during the week. However, the Ghanaians, one might feel personally from the games or times I did watch them, they did look a better outfit than they did show. So I'm sure we'll get promising signs of a real, big finish, and that both sides will be keen on.
100%. I think they want this more than anything, and they've shown that, and now they're here, and I think they're definitely going to show us what they can do.
So again, just a reminder, play from left to right. Out in the blue strip will be the Ghanaian Revenue Authority, and in the white, the Hippo Hockey Club, one of the local sides here, as we'll see that just go over that baseline as Mr. Neveling shows. Nonetheless, both sides will know about each other. They will know each other very well. Mr. Duomo out of the Ghanaian camp spoke of how they have something different cooking for their opposition in this, I'll call it a revenge fixture. And yeah, unfortunately, it won't just be a duo. Would have been much nicer, but Ben, yeah, Ben will be here.
No, I'll be floating, ladies and gents. I'll be floating. I just want to analyze this one a little bit more. Maybe give you a few accounts here and there of on the technical side of things, because this one will be finely poised. Very few margins between them, and as you see, Makarara is patting the ball into the air there from Accc Anim. But all the same, it will boil down to who takes those chances. I was chatting to both camps earlier on, and Captain Matthew Damali for the Ghanaian Revenue Authority in midfield, jersey 12, orange boots, imposing figure. Younger brother Luke Coffey, deadly at short corner time. Hippo Valley will rue the mistakes of discipline yesterday. Expect a much more measured, cautious, but well-crafted approach. I'll leave you to it as I analyze behind the scenes.
Bye. Good riddance. Nonetheless, getting our action going at the moment are the Hippo Hockey Club, who will be licking their wounds a little bit, well, both sides will really. But honestly, a great showing against, 28 times winners or champions. So, yeah, the two Egyptian sides later will be taking part in that final dance later. Nonetheless, it's been a bit of a cagey start, one would feel, and sizing each other out still. Is that the same mentality you've got out on the park when you're out in the middle?
100%. Sometimes you just got to go there and look at a certain number, jersey number, and say, you know what, I can definitely take them on. And then you take them on, and surely, you show them what you've got, and then we keep going, we keep pushing, and we keep trying to show everybody what we've got.
Again, we just got to remind you all of a couple of thank yous as we see the Ghanaians up on a little run of that, had managed to make its way past. Surely would have been the first real opportunity, a fighting effort. Nonetheless, the Ghanaians taking an early lead. It's that sniper they've got up at the top. Just seems to find the back of the net at ease for his Ghanaian side. It's that man yet again. Just can't find him. Okay, there we go. Coffee or Bang scored a hat-trick the other day, so no stranger to that end of the park, and yeah, enjoying his start this morning. It's afternoon, I beg your pardon. I think, 20 past 1 Central African time.
Yeah. It's quite hot out here, and I'm sure the Hippo men are used to playing in the heat out there in Chiredzi, so they shouldn't be new to this.
Yeah, both sides will be more than comfortable in this kind of weather.
All right.
A man down. Was that the same way you went down in the heap?
Oh no, listen.
Heavily strapped ankle.
Heavily strapped ankle. We are out for a while, but you get up and you keep going. He just shook it off there. He's going back into defense, and we can't wait to see what he's going to show us there.
Is that what you should have done as well?
I should have.
Sorry, but welcome to Comms. If you ask Ben, I've been very... It's all friendly love, and as much as it might not seem that way,
it's a great place to be.
at least someone appreciates it.
100%. Just a mistrap there. Gonna see Hippo set up into defense.
I can't seem to understand why, ladies and gents. I'm being picked on, working on analysis more in this match, but these two are having a go at me. I'm the nicest guy in town. I mean...
You come second.
Well, back to my desk.
Absolute camaraderie here up in the booth. We see there, Hippo are just lost the ball outside. They're going to set up for defense. They seem to have a very good shape and a good structure that they've worked on for quite a while. Keen to see if they're going to change anything up for this game in particular.
The Ghanaians did point out in the pre-match talk about how they, would have studied this Hippo side, especially, you get it firsthand when they did play them, and then also a bit of video footage review. and that they've got something up their sleeves. So quite excited to, watch this one still in the early stages.
Yeah. 1000%. I mean, that video analysis and just watching your opponents play other teams gives you quite the upper hand if you actually do your job quite well and analyze properly and make sure that you can fix the mistakes that they are making there.
Is that a role that's obviously in your side setup? Is that a role that is given to someone, or everyone's just expected to, pick up whatever they can and then, chip in at whatever team meetings you might have?
100%. I would say it's both. We do have people on management side that are looking out for particular mistakes in each player, and then everybody comes together and watches the game together, and we see what weaknesses are there and what we can take advantage of. Have some subs rolling in there, getting some fresh legs onto the pitch from the Ghana side.
Absolutely. I mean, in this heat and the intensity they've started at, you've got to, keep all the fresh legs you can on the park. Lifton a bit dangerous on that occasion, so the Hippo side in the white will feel aggrieved, but right call made. We're building up quite nicely. However, we restart proceedings at the back again, and they'll get even more advantage, the Ghanaians. As they still look to take it up, it'll be that man. Quite a number of tall, lanky figures in that Ghanaian side. Not my car.
It's not my. No, definitely parking at your own risk. Right next to the pitch there.
So it'll be a chance here for the Hippo side. We haven't really seen either side be, look, yes, it might be early days still, but just haven't been consistent in terms of holding on to possession. I guess still early days, and a bit of a turnover, and that'll certainly be advantage. Going the way the Ghanaians takes it early, they hadn't done the meters on, I would feel, however, allowed to play and still in possession off to his right hand side. But I don't think he'll have the legs to loop around and recover that effort. Was Prince Klutse. So the GRA now attacking ball out into the circle again. One of their more dangerous, Damali Matthew, the man with the captain's armband, the infield captain rather. Fortunately, losing his footing on that occasion. Recovered well by the Hippo Hockey Club as they set off on an attack with a bit of space in front of him, deciding to loop back onto the inside. Still trying to work his way up the park and finding that foot. Taking it quickly down the short corner, goes the way of the Hippo Hockey Club. A brilliant little run, and he's earned her side a great bit of opportunity, or advantage rather. Can they take advantage of this chance given?
Listen, they've got to make every second count, every pass count. It's got to be stick to stick. They've got to make sure it's accurate. As Mimpofi there, that was playing excellent skill. He is jersey number 17. He's the vice captain. He has displayed excellent skill throughout this tournament. I am more than keen to see him take on every defender and take on the keeper as well. We're just going to watch them here set up for their short corner. They've got to make this one count. They're already one down, and if they come up, then it's square.
So setting up two castles really, goes to the first one and a drag, and tell you what, that'll be the first goal for the Hippo Hockey Club. Reaching out to his left-hand side was that man in goal for the Ghanaians, but unfortunately just couldn't quite get to it. As the Hippo Hockey Club, tell you what, they've taken yet another lead against the GRA.
No, rather it is their 1-1. We are on a level playing field. We have quite an overhead there, but unfortunately mistrapped. It's going to be a Ghana ball. Quickly seeing the Hippo setting up to make sure that some skill displayed there. Top stuff that's coming there from the Ghanaian side. We have a turnover there. I'm going to watch the Hippo take the ball really quickly. Oh, unlucky. Unfortunately, you do have to place the ball in position where the foul happened. So it will give Ghana time to set up and give Hippo a chance to open up the field as well. Plays it wide. Unfortunately, mistrapped there. Norman Machacha, who's displayed some great composure, is very young, but he has come onto this big stage and shown us some really good composure and skill, just as we've seen there.
Age is just a number, he says.
Yeah.
Rubbing shoulders with the top dogs, and some of
100%.
the biggest clubs in terms of club hockey on the continent. Very grateful to be able to host this only once in a while, and yet again another short corner going the way of the Hippo Hockey Club. Can they make it 2 for the pain and look to break that deficit they currently sit at?
Listen, Ghana has opened up the field very well, but Hippo gets back into shape very quickly. They close them down, shut them down, and apply pressure, and that's what's won them the short corner there. Some skill once again from Asmin Pofu, hoping to see this short corner and see what they've got. How creative can they get? Can they score another one? Let's hope and see.
Yeah, we'll certainly be looking at, making it 2, and the platform is set for them. Quite clinical at the first attempt. They've played pretty much the exact same move, and he's hit the crossbar at the top. A second pull shot really just dragged wide, and the GRA survived that little attempt, and we stay even. Stevens here at the St. John's Astro on this, the final day of our 37th staging of the African Cup for Club Champions. In this men's section, it is again a bronze medal encounter, and both sides, well, they'll be looking to get one over their opponent. The GRA, well, they'll want to leave things pegged at 1-1 in terms of the head-to-head in this tournament, and the Hippo side, why not 2? If you did it, why can't you do it again? Should be the kind of mentality of thinking within their ranks.
1000%, and I think that it shows throughout their playing. I think both sides are definitely coming in strong, coming in. They've started very, very well. Fresh legs have been put onto the pitch. Subs are rolling. We have penetration into the D.
Yeah, just finally a little foot there, and the Ghanaians will find themselves fortunate and will look to take that up. Man in possession there, Damali Kofi, who has been a real stalwart for this Ghanaian side. I mean, look at him taking on 3. Yeah, eventually lost it, but now we see the Hippo side turning defense into a bit of a counter. Got it laid off. He's got a man looping around to him. Sends that down the line. And picked up well. Got to let it go quickly. And not the greatest of passes, however. Was looking to set someone up in the middle. Doesn't quite come off. It's still working around that circle, but eventually taken off of the sticks, and they survive yet again, the GRA, but showing some real promising signs are on the Hippo side.
100%. Listen, Hippo is definitely pressing, and I think the GRA side is definitely pressing just equally as much. We're seeing them here set up in defense very quickly. Hippo's shape is quite strong still. We're seeing them opening up the field. So playing it back there, just to recycle the ball. Gives it to Norman Muchacha. He takes the space, sends it into the D. Nobody's home. Well defended by the goalkeeper. Back into Jetta, takes a shot. Short corner has been awarded. They are coming in hot.
Yeah, absolutely, and applying hordes of pressure. A couple of waves of that pressure, and they've been gifted or awarded, rightfully so. Yet another short corner, the Hippo side, meaning and looking like quite the mean machine at the start of this encounter. Yeah, we are pegged at 1-0, but they've enjoyed most of the successes in terms of attacking play. Again, to set up those 2 castles. Where do the Ghanaians go now? Because they've sent it twice to that man to my left-hand side, and they do so yet again. Looking at a third and doing a great job for the Ghanaians. However, almost slipped through and taken off of the lines, but that's pretty much 3 on target, one could say, from the Hippo side.
100%. That drag is absolutely lethal. Well defended by the keeper once again. Good defense clearing it out on the sideline there. We're going to see Hippo set up quickly and move the ball as much as they can there. Absolutely amazing skill once again by the vice captain Asmin Pofu, taken out with a good tackle there. They send it back out, recycle the ball. Penetration into the D again. Captain on the ball there, Jetta. Defended out. GRA has the ball and they have defended well. Oof. It's going to be quite interesting to see that number 17 there from the Hippo side, Asmin Pofu, taking on that right-hand side, the defenders. He's given them quite some trouble so far.
It can be quite lonely, when it feels an opposition player kind of has your number and has won all of the contests, because he comes at you confident and almost picks on you, which rightfully so. I
Unlucky
think it's
there.
got to be a bit of mental fortitude to, you know, get past that and back yourself.
Bit of a foul there. Man is down from the GRA side. Jersey number 10, Corty Henry, seems to be clutching his side. Hopefully it's not anything too bad.
Seems to be getting up onto his feet, and as we take that little break and play, sponsors have made this possible, so cheers go out to Packers, Belize Sports, Mr. Chandel Ice, Aerial School, Health Point, 360 Car Hire, Rooney's got Funkel, Zimbabwe Hockey Sports and Recreation Commission, African Hockey, and obviously us, I mean, the rising stars. Shout out, guys.
Oh, we've just seen a green card being awarded there as the ball's been played out. Great ball, but nobody was there to collect it on the baseline. I mean, we are seeing quite a bit of physicality here coming in from the teams. We started off well, started off strong. We see Hippo there playing, opening up their field well. GRA has set up very quickly, pressing them, lost his footing there a little bit. They restart the ball quickly, and unfortunately you have to keep the ball stationary before you play it there. It'll give Hippo time to set up for their defensive short corner, rather along. GRA looking to show us their skills here. Absolute, oh no, penetration into the D, but there was nobody to receive it there on the end. Well defended by the Hippo side.
It can get frustrating when you continuously have good little build-ups and no one finishes them off, as we see Coffee right through to the middle. Was there a touch? No. Oh, he's claiming it. Or was he? A bit naughty. I don't think he got anything on that.
Yeah, Mr. Umpire Ignatius there seems to be claiming there might have been a touch on there. Umpire doesn't seem to think so. It's going to be a hit out from the Hippo side.
Gotta go aerial, I think.
Oh, he plays it flat on the ground there. Norman Muchacha on the ball. They're pressing him quite hard. He cuts his line. Good tackle there from the GRA side. They're looking to penetrate into the D. In the D, can they show something? Short corner awarded. They have come in. Let's see if they can convert this one.
Some early doors tactics that I've noticed from either side here, Moody and Anesu. GRA have somewhat pressed, congested the midfield to try and contain the fast running and fluid Hippo Valley midfield. That has created multiple turnovers between, well, in the Hippo Valley half, creating sustained pressure, which has now resulted in a series of shots towards goal, and as we've seen, a short corner, a high press orchestrated by Captain Matthew Damali in 12. It does go. Wasted chance if you ask me, but noticeable difference in structure as to how they are going about things now.
No, Hippo definitely made sure to come out and defend that quickly. We're seeing them now playing the 23rd of the JR. Penetration into the D. Slipped in. Nobody was there to collect. JR playing the ball out. Umpire warning there. It's getting a bit physical.
Opoku on the ball, scans, passes out wide. GRA on the charge. Into the circle it goes, deflection! It is a goal! That man Appia, jersey 18, promised me a goal early on. They are in it. It is 2-1. They race into a lead. But just that pressure that they're exerting on Hippo, advancing further forward, committing more numbers in midfield, turning over in what one might say a red zone, which is Hippo's half into their 25, reaping the rewards.
No, 100%. He promised you one. Promises seems to be a credit to him. He has given you that goal he had promised. And there we go. First quarter is over.
Yes, end of the first quarter, ladies and gents. It is advantage GRA in this men's bronze medal match. 1 up over Hippo Valley. We'll be back after this short break. Welcome back, ladies and gents. Second quarter of this, the bronze medal classification matchup between the Ghana Revenue Authority over Hippo Valley men. 3 goals in that first quarter. Advantage to GRA with the 2-1 lead as Opoku drives forward for Revenue Authority. Through ball, scanning. Swiveling. A chance here. What would you like to see more from either side, Anisu? Finally poised. Chances both ends. Couple of sighters for Asbim Pofu. One coming off the crossbar. Unlucky to get that one in, but your analysis.
No, listen, I'm definitely looking to see just a bit of more clinical approach from both sides. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall during their little breaks there to just hear what the coaches have to say to each of the players. I think both teams have started off quite well. They seem to open up the field well. They both seem to have defensive shapes and good structures. Just looking to see if the Ghana side will be able to give us a couple more goals and just see how Hippo react to that as well and see how much harder they're going to come in this next chaka.
Yes, harder indeed. They look to approach. Look to be in space. Did Mr. Prince Ajeti, jersey 21, as Phineas Makarara restarts for Hippo. Cross to Pritchard Matambo. Matambo onto Musa Mbonakanwe, jersey 12. Switched it to Phineas Makarara. Forward and not the right direction for Asbim Pofu. Looks a little bit labored in his running.
No, he does. I think he did cite just having a bit of an issue with the hamstring there a couple weeks ago. Seemed to be good enough to play though. We have a man down. GRA seems to be clutching his hand and those are taken very seriously. Hoping that he is alright.
Yes, looks like a bit of off the ball stuff. None intentional, as you see the high fives. Opoku just receiving a blow from Mkarara as the Hippo faithful are in full voice in the stands cheering on their men. Chance for bronze here. Ogenche. Apologies, that is a Dogbear, Christopher Dogbear, jersey 20, looking for that through ball, finds Jetta Chamunorwa, the captain, puts on the burners. Intercepted by Emmanuel Obeng. Daniel Mensah into Matthew Damali. Luke Damali sends it forward for Revenue Authority. Opoku, jersey 15, checks. scans forward, looks to send a through ball to Accc on Matambo. Matambo proving the stronger.
Definitely was looking to see some physicality here in this game, but they do seem to be playing a bit cleaner than I expected, which is quite good. Some sportsmanship there from both sides.
We don't encourage a dirty game unless
No, never that one.
Pritchard Matambo with the through ball searching. It is a long corner.
Hippo looking to restart quickly. Drives down the baseline with some 3D skills there.
Almost pulling the trigger was Azmi Mpofu. Chamunorwa, Alec on the base. 3D into the D. Just missed that pullback, the 45-degree to Mpofu. Obeng. Bonakamwe intercepted by Teye. Teye to Dogbe. Dogbe to Damali. Luke Coffey. Brilliant turn under pressure there.
Oh, excellent skill displayed there. Composure on the ball. Sends it down the line. Unfortunately there, his teammate couldn't get to the ball, but a great idea. So just give the GRA side some time to set up as Hippo go to take the sideline ball. They seem to have opened up the field very well with one of their defenders on the baseline. Play it out wide to number 12 there. Mr. Musambona sends it into the middle. Lots of pressure there from the GRA side. Bit of confusion there. We have Hippo on the ball, sends it down the line, baseline. It's going to be a long corner for the Hippo side. Oof.
It's coach Doc Mkewa just pushing for the switch as Tadichi Gumira lifted the ball there.
Seeing the overhead there. Unfortunately mistrapped.
Yes,
Will be
Kwesi just playing it onto his feet. But good effort all the same. And that fiery duel between him and Pritchard Matambo. Mshlanga to Mpofu, to Chamunorwa, to Mpofu. Mshlanga intercepted. Mshlanga back on the ball with the shot towards goal. Alex Chamunorwa, swing and a miss.
Oof. Absolute beautiful display of teamwork there. Just 1-2 down the left side of the line from the Hippo side. Seeing the GRA side getting into defense quickly, picking up a man in the D, and unfortunately Hippo could not convert that one. But we see the GRA side taking the hit out rather. Plays it to the sideline. Collected there. Some danger there. Going to be a Hippo ball. Seeing the GRA set up quickly. Now they're the ones on the attack. Sends the ball down the line. Bit of a tussle there. Beautiful skill. Puts it on her foot. GRA ball. Plays it into the D. Well defended by the Hippo side. Sends the ball.
Couple of appeals on that occasion, but umpire just letting the game flow, rightfully so, as just unable to reach out to that pass, went behind him. But end-to-end stuff at the moment, both sides wanting a say in it. Obviously you've seen the GRA coming into their own and taking the lead in this one. Again, they'll get some go-forward ball, so exactly what the GRA, seem to like, just to slow things down and get themselves into their shape, let the ball move around the park, have defenders scrambling, and that's what they've shown now, and it's that serial goal scorer now back in possession. And that number 11 jumper for the GRA sends that ball into the inside and can't loop onto it, can Mohamed Ibrahim. But that ever presence of Asanem Kwesi who just always actually creates something whenever he's on the park. So he's one to watch. Always has a say, and loves a big moment. Hat trick the other day. Yes, it wasn't a losing cause against his very side, so he'll be looking at turning his fortunes around. It's put back by the umpire. Trying to take it a bit fast on that occasion.
Just trying to make sure he doesn't waste a single second. Unfortunately, you do have to put the ball down where the foul happened and make sure the ball is stationary. There we see the JR setting up. We've seen Hippo picking up men in the D. Man-to-man marking. Oof. Hippo wins the ball there. Man-to-man marking seeming effective.
And they also have quite a deep defensive setup with pretty much all their numbers. I mean, they managed to turn possession over on that occasion, but only have the one man up the park, so you can't really use that option.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them commit maybe one more or however many here to get themselves up the park, as now we see them working around this line to the left-hand side, and which way will the umpire send that?
It's going to be a long corner there. Seen some fresh legs from both sides. Some strikers have been put onto the pitch. Keen to see them there. Into the D, we're going to see Hippo take the ball in the GRA's 23rd. Take the ball, swings it round, recycles the ball. They open up the field very well, this Hippo side. Tries to send it down the baseline and just hits the GRA man that's standing behind the ball. Lots of calls from the sideline down there. Each coach shouting an instruction. Just a call there from the umpire.
They are intense at the moment, as both sides they'll be wanting a spot on that podium at the end of this on the Hippo side.
I mean,
a bit of pressure on them. Yes, their coach did say, no, we don't feel it, as their women's side did manage to pluck that bronze medal onto them now, but they find themselves one down. The Ghanaians, they were after gold, find themselves here playing for the bronze. Won't leave without anything, they said. The ladies' side also finding such great success on the African circuit. So all to play for either side. The Ghanaians felt incredibly hard done. There it goes, so back on the up now for them. They have turned their fortunes around, however, with still plenty of time to go. Tussle in the middle of the park and won by the men in the white, the Hippo side. Looking to get past that defender off his foot. Oh, shown green. Was it intentional? What do you think?
I mean, listen, he's displaying quite some skill there. It's quite easy to come into a tackle flying. Being given cards there, they do give you warnings, so if you don't take heed to those warnings, we see Hippo into the deep, pulls the trigger. It's a goal from the Hippo side. They have managed to score another goal there. We see jersey number 14, Philip Machaya, scores for his Hippo side. They are coming for it all.
Yeah, not allowing this game to run away from them at all. A beautiful bit of attacking play again, just pressure telling. And the Ghanaian defenders caught in a bit of a scramble, and goal for Philip Machaya to bring us back to even Stevens yet again. We find goals coming at regular intervals. What do the defenses have to do to manage to hold on to a lead, as both sides would have enjoyed leads there. It's a man on the ground. Hat-trick the other day, Asa and Kwesi. The GRA will show. We'll be hoping that he is back up onto his feet as soon as, really.
Yeah, no, some off the ball tussling there. Lads making sure that they are marking their men quite tight. Definitely hoping that it's nothing serious. They will need him on their side today.
Absolutely, you never want to lose, one of your natural goal scorers, really, because it kind of takes a sting out of your side. You have people, men playing in places they shouldn't or wouldn't. However, if you are playing at this level, you are expected to be good enough for the job, and why not?
100%. Just each team has utility players, rather, being able to play in any position, just specializing in more than one. Tries to give an overhead there. Hippo defense. GRA is going to recycle the ball, sends it out wide. Sends it down the line. Not intercepted, picked up quite well. Sent into the D. Hippo has come in to defend.
They survived. Oof. Survived that little scare.
Coach there on the line, appealing for a short corner. Umpire doesn't think so.
As the GRA looked to make that entry, but again, it'll just be a bit of a wasted opportunity. You know, you want to, in that kind of situation, slow things down and allow your mates around you to create options for you, which makes you look better on the ball.
100%. Bit of a mistrap there. We're going to see the GR side coming to Hippo's 23rd. No, Hippo has come out, made sure to defend, in possession of the ball, looking to recycle. Turnover there once again. GRA has the ball, showing us some skill, taking on 3. Oof. Unfortunate foot there, puts it on his own foot. Hippo's going to take the hit out.
I'll take you on 3, just the confidence in that little run from him.
See Hippo using their line there. Using quite well defended there by the GRA. Composure on the ball. Excellent skill displayed here on the line. It's going to be a Hippo ball. Couple of appeals. Play goes on regardless. Oof, Norman Wachacha there. The side tries to give an overhead. Well intercepted. He takes it down the line. Captain Jetta making sure to mark. GRA sideline ball.
Yeah, they've been threatening and they're starting to commit a couple less in their attacking play, which is a bit uncharacteristic, which I guess comes with the occasion. A bit of frustration shown in the midfield by that man in the 10 jumper for the GRA, Mr. Henry Corte. They'll be looking to get rid of whatever issues he's facing at the moment and get themselves back on the up, as we've got, what, a minute 45 before we get to a halfway break.
And just behind the scenes there, we see the Ghanaian and the Kenyan ladies getting ready to fight for that gold and silver position. Ought to be quite the match, as they have been supporting their men here. Ball goes down into the GRA's 23rd. Unfortunately, he just couldn't trap the ball well enough there. We're going to see it be a GRA hit out. Multiple calls from both sides there on the sideline, just trying to make sure that their teams are set up well enough. Looks to be a long corner there for Hippo. Instead of a hit out, they recycle the ball, they move it round well. Sends it into the D. Keeper just kicks it out there. Cleared out by his defender quite well.
Yeah, I wasn't messing around. Has quite a number of Hippo shirts were around that circle as he's managed to get that. But which way does that go? Is that a short corner? Going the way of the Hippo side, I think. High fives all around at the top of the circle, the Ghanaians. Well, a bit of shock, disbelief with 40 seconds. Can they hold on to this? However, the Hippo side have been pretty clinical at these short corner opportunities. I mean, the first 3 were really on target, so he'll be hoping to get his side into the break and the lead here. Again, setting up 2 castles, but they've got to rush up that first one. As he steadies himself up for it. Both trappers good to go. Well, they decide to go short, running away from what they had done earlier, and back into the circle yet again. Had a man behind him, should have let him go, and it'll be yet another one. Appealing from the comms box, eh?
No, listen, it's quite an intense game. Just seeing these guys just displaying their skill there, seeing the captain from the Hippo side, Jetta, being the one on the top. We see 2 counts once again, looking to see whether they'll go short or whether they'll have one of those lethal drags that we've been seeing so far in the game. Pushes it out. They go short again, back to Pusher. Seems like he didn't expect it back. Well defended by the keeper. Couple of appeals for stick tackles. Unfortunately falls on a Hippo foot, and it will be a GRA hit out.
Oh, you've got to question what happened there, because I mean, if that was the move called, why was he making the run in and not, holding that line up just outside his post? That pass eventually going behind him and wasn't able to make much of it. As ladies and gentlemen, we'll find ourselves getting to the half-time break. 2 goals apiece in this bronze medal encounter at this the African Cup for Club Champions. 2-2 as the Ghana Revenue Authority take on Hippo Hockey Club.
Feisty.
Final day's action as we're out here at the African Cup, rather, for club champions, hosted here in Harare, Zimbabwe. It is our bronze medal encounter in the men's section of this, which sees the Hippo Hockey Club coming out of Chirezi, Zimbabwe, taking on the Ghanaian Revenue Authority out in the blue. At the moment, we sit at a 2-2. Well, in terms of the score, that is. So, even Stevens up until now. Both sides will be hoping to possibly get up ahead and claim that spot, that final spot on the podium. And the other two reserved for the sides that'll take out to the park a little later on today. Again in the blue are the Ghana Revenue Authority, and in the white are the Hippo Hockey Club. Theatrical dive, that, to be honest. As we see the Hippo Hockey side just continuing to apply that pressure and looking to get themselves up on the other end of the park, leaving it behind and putting a couple more. Working down the trams on that occasion in that pocket. Which way does he go? Loops around again to that corner, which is an aspect they've looked to really emphasize in terms of their attacking play out into the circle, but can only find a Ghanaian stick as they clear their lines quite well on that occasion. And they're now out through the middle of the park, sending it out wide, so quite liking the use of the width at the moment from the Ghanaian side, and then smartly finding that foot and gaining aside some advantage as they look to go forward still.
Yeah, no, 100%. Still would have loved to be a fly on the wall during those halftime talks, just to hear what the coaches have to say to each of the players. You know, coming in stronger, are we being more clinical? Are we opening up the field? How have they changed structure? Seems like the GRA side has... Hippo trying to send it in there. Couple of appeals. Umpire lets the play go on. It comes out to number 15's Hippo. There, that is Phineas Makarara. Sends it out to the captain there, Jetta, who sends it down, out and wide. Plays it down the line there. Hippo looking to string some 1-2 passes that had worked so far, just about until the baseline there. It's going to be the GRA hit out, looking to see how they open up the field. They're giving Hippo a chance to set up their defensive structure quite quickly.
I just like how they are so comfortable with just going to the back and allowing they decide to get back into their shape. Wolf certainly would have thought that came off a foot, but umpire, guess, blindsided by that, or maybe I saw something different. Give him the benefit of the doubt. The man tasked with doing the job. I'll do mine.
Yeah, no, definitely interesting being a spectator, being up here in the booth, and then just being a player. Each man can say they've probably seen a different foul. We see there Jetta taking on a defender, sends it out wide. Seeing Hippo string those 1-2 passes, looks to give a big crack into the D, but there's nobody on the baseline to collect. Unfortunately there.
Yeah, just couldn't quite loop onto it. Was the goal scorer Philip Machaya. Was looking for a second, but yeah, just a TV dive as that effort was fortunately far out as the Ghanaians now look to go aerial. Picked up beautifully, and they worked their way up through the middle of the park and intercepted, so turning defensive work into a bit of a counter. Just couldn't quite meet his man, but a brilliant little ball by Asa and Kwesi, who we've spoken a lot of throughout this week at the African Cup for Club Men's Champions. Well, in this, the men's section. I'll say that it'll be the Hippo men to restart from the back, also going to that approach where they spread the ball left to right and just look to draw out a couple of defenders from the deep pockets they hide themselves in.
Bit of off the ball tackling there. GRA side, their man down on his knees. He gets up, they set up into defense. Hippo takes the ball very quickly, sends it in once again. That cracking ball has been sent into the D, but there's nobody on the baseline to collect. You just got to ask yourself how many times that has to happen up until we do have someone pick it up there and convert. Jetta there, a good tackle. Umpire says goes the GRA side. See them take the ball. Hippo setting up in defensive.
Yeah, going aerial will be that man again, Christopher Dogby, who finds his man, and it's inside to get turned on over. They'll be quite frustrated by that. Haven't found it easy to get into that final 23 of the men out of Chirezi. When they do, to waste that opportunity in that manner is quite disheartening. And you know, for a side that have high standards, they'll be looking at a better piece of work, as we saw yet another bit of attacking play that's been turned on over into defense for the one side, and looking at a jab tackle that didn't quite come off, and out into those trams again, working well, however dispossessed by the Ghanaians, who will continue to work down this line. They've got that dangerous man who, if he's allowed any room, is going to be really hard to deal with. Certainly I thought came off a foot. You're appealing that?
No, 100%. I definitely thought it came off a foot there. Seems like it will be a GRA hit out there, long corner, taken from the 23 line. We see there, number 24 there, Damali takes the ball, swings it round, just can't find his man there. Is making the run but didn't get there in time. We'll see the GRA side just quickly set up there. Hippo sends an aerial ball. Nobody at the end of that one. GRA seems to take it. Stringing some 1-2 passes there. Damali with the turn, sends it, finds his man this time, plays it in. Some good 1-2 passes being strung along, well defended. There's a top tackle there from the Hippo side. Their captain there, Jetta, plays the ball quickly and early, cutting lines, sends it out there to his teammate there, Reginald Meza. Ball has been played out. Still going to be a Hippo ball there from the sideline. They swing it back round, opening up the field quite well, seeing their men deep into the 23 of the GRA side, and it's played there. Tasmin Pofu, who unfortunately is dispossessed there. Big ball down the sideline. Bit of danger, I would say. There's nobody on the end of it.
Yep, quite fortunate that is. No one competed on that occasion, as the Hippo side. Ghanaians holding a very, very deep defensive setup. Only just 2 men over halfway, as they now find themselves in possession. This is where you'd like to see more of those numbers making their way up. And still in possession with about 3 defenders on his case, coming out tops. So good work shown there by, or good skill shown by the Ghanaians, who also stick it on a bird up into the sky and not recovered. So again, these build-ups from the Ghanaians, do they go back to what they've done well all week? That being a good, slow, patient build-up. Yeah, both sides having tried to use that option, or having used that option rather, but not quite coming off. Do you continue to back yourself, or you look at something different to possibly break through the defenses, or find them wanting to retake the lead? Both sides having held the lead as well in this game.
Right. And just losing that lead there gives you a bit more just venom, a bit of motivation to just get back in the lead. Both sides do want this quite badly. What an honor and a privilege it would be to be crowned 3rd in the continent in this Africa Club for Cup Championship. We see there Hippo taking on GRA side. Goes past 2-3. Looks to send it in, scans, sends it back. They play it out wide once again. Takes on a man, beats the defender. Looks to send it down the baseline. Thought it might have hit a foot there. Hippo still in possession. The crowd absolutely loving the skill being displayed here.
Always nice when they're on your side, because if they're against you, you're getting absolutely skinned, and the crowd are making all sorts of noise and getting around. Whichever player it is there's backing. So you've got a bit of tough skin, and big believer of having to go through the slums to, come out on the other side. Character building, as one or some might call it. All been through it at some point in time, especially with our local sporting circuit here in this southern country of a beautiful continent it's been. Great, it's a pleasure to host you all live here from Harare, Zimbabwe for the staging of the African Cup for Club Champions. Our final day today, and a bronze medal encounter. Breaking through the middle of the park, can he lay it off into the circle? But coming out of his lighter, thought that attacking attempt was that inspirational man, Accc Duomo, who I had a chat with. Become a big fan of him. As the umpire's just going to have a bit of a chat there with the infield skipper.
You know, definitely some bravery there from the goalkeeper, deciding whether you stay on your line or you come out. And he came out and defended that well. We see the ball just not making it there into the D. Picked up by the GRA side, plays it to the sideline there. Jersey number 17, Mensa Daniel, plays it, displays some good skill, goes past 1-2, puts it on a foot. Unfortunately there, I would have thought it was a Hippo foot, but umpire did see the first one, plays it and gives Hippo the advantage there. Bit of a shove there, couple of appeals from the sideline. The GRA infield skipper there, not very happy about that, just appealing to the umpire.
That's a point I've consistently brought up from the first game. They play such great hockey, they'll go on our side, but just channel an extra, 5% into appeals and that, and I think sometimes that, you can direct that energy to just getting back up on your stoop and making the best out of whatever opportunity you find yourself in.
Ooh, couple of appeals there. Infield players, coaches and the crowd. Umpire just lets them play on there. Bit of danger, I'd say. Hippo there in possession of the ball, plays it wide. This wide ball does very well for them. Plays it to the baseline there. Reggie of the Hippo side tries to, but it is well intercepted there by the number 7 jersey of the GRA side. Number 17 rather, Mensa Daniel. You see the skipper there taking the sideline ball. Just plays a short ball there to Mensa Daniel. Good skill. Being pressed there by 2 Hippo men. It's going to be a Hippo ball. Play it back and they recycle the ball there. Just composure on the ball, these Hippo lads. GRA is just set up very well as well. Unlucky just puts it on his own foot there. As Hippo drops into defensive shape. GRA looking to get into Hippo's 23rd and give them a bit of trouble. As it is even Stevens here, 2-2 at St. John's AstroTurf. An aerial ball there, received and intercepted by the Hippo side. Seeing them play that wide ball. They use this line very well. Just mistrapped there. First touch is a killer sometimes. Well intercepted by the GRA side.
So with 3 minutes to go here in this, the third, the Hippo hockey side, can they make it 2 for the pain, or will the Ghanaians get their comeback against this exact same side where they went down to, but just a bit of a fumble on this far hand sideline as Alex Chamunoro on that occasion, which just doesn't quite come off for him. The Ghanaians also getting some fresh legs onto the park. This restart here will be crucial, he feels, in the closing stages of this. I think he's put a little too much on it, as he sure has. That runs away. That aerial approach has not worked as well as it has previously for them, and that could birth a little bit of frustration from the Ghanaian side, because that's the way they look to get through defences. Sending that to his mate, but unfortunately that parcel isn't quite delivered. The Ghanaians take it quickly, approaching that 23, and went down in a heap. That man could sell ice to Eskimos. Could sell some Addy's merch to K's. Wouldn't take too much. The director, an addict. Beautifully taken off of that stick. A brave little attempt. He was lining up that big tomahawk, but didn't quite come off.
Yeah, no, definitely they're just watching and tracking They use their second wave very well. Hippo there. See the GRA side playing the ball short. Dispossessed quite quickly there. We see this number 17 jersey has been pulled on the ball. Takes on the line. Tackled there by Daniels from the GRA side. It's sent in by the skipper. Sent out by the keeper there. Played out with composure by the Hippo side. And they use that line once again. Switching it over to the left side, this side. Rolls it off for his man to pick up. GRA scrambling back into defense. A couple of stick tackles there. GRA given an opportunity to set up in defense. Unfortunate first touch mistrap there. Umpire just calls it back, making sure the ball's in position there. Seeing a couple of substitutions happening here for the GRA side. A couple of fresh legs being put on. Seeing the skipper just walk the ball here, scanning. Looking to give an aerial here. Quite some distance on that one. His man receives it there in the D, slips it. Well intercepted there by Norman Machacha of Hippo Valley. Passed on, beautiful turn there. Takes on one, tackled. Oof. Just as the buzzer goes, ladies and gentlemen, it is 2-2 here at St. John's AstroTurf. As we take the small break here. 2-2 on both sides. The third quarter has been played. We will see you here just after the short break for the fourth chaka.
On to this final bit, the final quarter, the final 15. Who will take back bronze? Will it be the Ghanaians out in the blue, or will it be the Hippo side in the white? At the moment, even Stevens 2-2 reads the score as we are live here from St. John's in Harare, Zimbabwe, on our final day of this African Cup for Club Champions. Well, the crowd not happy on that occasion. The Ghanaians, well, we'll take that, thank you. Again, a bronze medal encounter so crucial. And as we get into these desperate times, whoever takes the lead here could possibly start to bow their head and wait for that medal to go on over. Can take the step up onto the podium or put one foot on it, either side. But still a long way to go. We've seen crazy things happen within 15 minutes, so 14 that is.
You know, 100% there. Seeing just quite a strong ball there, but it has been well intercepted by Hippo. Looking to see, he saves it just off of the line. Still goes out and will be a GRA ball there. Haven't seen any penalty shootouts happening during this competition. If it does remain 2-2, we might just get to see some one-on-one skills being displayed here. Ooh, some good skill displayed there, carried strong there by Norman Muchacha. Age is just a number, displaying some skill there against the big dogs here on the international stage. It's going to be a Hippo sideline ball there, as the GRA seems to set up once again. Changed it quite a bit there, with one man in the front chasing and just covering the spaces there. Once again, they use the line Hippo there. Plays in, looking at some 1-2 passes.
Brilliant ball, managing to find his mate who's making a circle entry. Can anyone finish it off? No, they won't. However, they will get the short corner. So a golden chance here for the Hippo Hockey Club in the white to possibly retake the lead of this encounter, because at the moment we sit even Stevens at 2-2 with 12:50 odd remaining on the clock. A golden chance here for the Zimbabwean side to retake the lead. Will they be able to do so, or will the Ghanaians hold on? Been quite accurate. The defensive unit have met them halfway through a couple of times, so it'll be interesting to see which way this works around. As the Hippo side, they've got a couple of men lined up again, setting up the two castles, which sends defenders both ways, and that'll meet a touch and flies off to the right-hand side. So dispossessed are the Hippo side and taken it early. Been crying for that kind of play all week, as now they've got a man right in the middle of the circle. Unfortunately, a bit dangerous, and that chance goes a-begging yet again. So end-to-end stuff here in Harare.
No, definitely just taking that ball very quickly. Did not even give Hippo a single chance to set up. Unfortunately there, like you mentioned, just a bit of danger. So it will be given back to the Hippo side to take a hit out.
I'm a big fan of that decision making to, see the opportunity and, be brave enough to take it. Use up the momentum. You've just got in possession. We had a short corner, so they've got plenty of numbers at the back of the park. Take advantage of the numbers and get that ball up there. Haven't seen it a lot from most of the sides, but I guess it could be different options or styles of play that either side will be employing.
100% we see there that big ball across. Hippo loves that big switch there. Plays a quick one once again. Sends it down to his man, and well intercepted there by the GRA side. Oh, just good tassling there. Marking them in very well. It's going to be a GRA sideline ball. It's given Hippo time to set up once again. It's looking to give us an aerial ball here, the skipper. Quite a powerful one. Just intercepted by Hippo there.
Just weighing out his options, deciding to go to the back, allowing for one of his teammates on that occasion to make a run. Weigh out his options yet again, but decided against it as they sent it to the back. Don't mind that, really, and you won't, because it's better than a bit of a rash approach where it's all just rash and nothing quite comes of it. It's a 50-50. As we get to the end stages, where do you think these sides will be in terms of their thinking? Do you take caution to the wind and try to get yourselves ahead as only 10 minutes remaining, or do you still hold forth with your style of play tactically that has brought you out to 2-2? However, considering that you are going into this final quarter now.
I mean, there's just lots to consider, to be quite honest there. I'm sure the coaches there and their team and their management are just working on what they can do to just get the lead, maintain it, and take the bronze. I'm sure that's happening on both sides, as we can see. Just the turnovers are so consistent here. One time it's Hippo's ball, next it's the GRA side's ball. Umpire just calls some danger there for the aerial ball. Just naturally though, as a coach and as a player as well, you'd just like to be a bit creative with however the game is going, just to make sure you can play to your advantage. The skipper sends the ball down the line there. That would be Damali Kofi, but nobody to receive it. Hippo looking to play the ball once again. Use that sideline ball. Looking to have a circle entry there. Somebody on the ball. Well defended by the keeper and sent out by the defense. And golden opportunity there for Hippo. They go again. Circle entry. Reverse shot. Oh, just catches one of his own players there.
Champion Eugene Duomo. How many times is he going to look after his mates on this trip out here? He feels at home, he says, every time he's here. His second trip out. And yet again producing the goods for the GRA, the inspirational leader. He had a lot to say at that final break. Obviously one of the more respected voices within the setup by both coaches and management, as well as his mates out on the park. And showing us there on that occasion that it's not, well, that he isn't full of chat, but more so is good enough to produce the goods, as we'll get a short corner.
Couple of appeals there that it did hit the hand, and as we know that the hand is part of the stick, but unfortunately the umpire has called for a penalty corner there. Seeing just the Ghana side getting together there, just having a chat about what they're going to do to just convert this chance and be the ones in the lead. And the last quarter there, just 8 minutes to play. It's a long time, but it's a short time as well.
Absolutely. However, if you manage to convert this opportunity, that time will feel for the opposition cut in half, and they will feel out of their skin somewhat. And a beautiful job done by the man at goals. Yet another attempt. Will he get it through? Holding forth, and they're turned on over. So a great defensive effort by the Hippo side, and a yellow card shown for that kind of protest. It seems to be staple to the side. Fleming Mazua, well, you don't need to talk about him anymore, really. He's just been that consistent and that pivotal for a side throughout this week. Unfortunately, with a man down, I'm sure we'll get play stopped shortly. We'll take this chance again to give a massive thank you and shout out to a couple of the sponsors that have come together and ensuring a smooth running out here. The Packers, Police Sports, Mr. Chando Ice, Aerial School, Health Point, 360 Car High, Rooney's, Garfunkel's, Zim Hockey, the Sports and Recreation Commission, Africa Hockey, and bringing you the stream, Rising Stars.
No, a big thank you there to our sponsors, just making all of this possible. It's absolutely phenomenal to see just different people and entities in the community coming together to just make sure that these great events happen, hosting here at home in Harare. Absolutely phenomenal to see just local people chipping in. We have a bully there that was taken. GRA ball, he just plays it out to the baseline.
Was that a bully, you said?
Yeah. You just see it there when it's a 50-50 ball, just seeing which way it will go. I'm going to see Hippo there just play out, recycling the ball as they do very well. Noticing that the GRA has put one striker in front and not three anymore for the press. Received there by Hippo. They use that sideline once again. Well received, Asmin Pofu, a number 17 jersey, showing us some skill there. Takes on 2, 3. Dispossessed, he appeals. Nothing given by the umpire.
Yeah, holding his ground. One would feel, and I think that's what the decision making would have been on that occasion. Just couldn't quite get through the bodies there. And the GRA will be happy with that. However, 7 minutes to go here. Desperate times. Easy touch and all alone at the moment. Picks it up. He's got a couple of men up the park. A diving effort, however, intercepted. And just laying it off. However, only finding a stick of a Hippo man who seems to lay that through. A tomahawk attempt, but Duomo comes out of his goals yet again to save his Ghanaian side. And it'll be a card shown, yellow, going the way of the man coming out of which cap? The umpire. It'll go the way of the Hippo side, so they'll be short to man. Yet again to make it even, Stevens, as the GRA also down 1.
Playing with the man down does make it a little bit tough. We're seeing both sides now just holding it together. So they each have a man down. Sitting there. The card See Hippo there on the counter. Oof. Diving effort. It's unfortunate he couldn't trap the ball well. GRA making the attack. Hippo there just dropping quickly. Tries to take it quickly again. Unfortunately, he's going to be called back to put the ball in position. A bit of tasseling off the ball there. Umpire's not going to have it. The cards have been flying out. Are we going to see another one or just a warning? Looks like it was just a warning there.
As we get our action restarted, instantly turned over. Why go direct right through the middle of a herd of defenders, if you may call them that? Getting turned over, but nothing quite coming of it. As that wails over the line, the GRA will have an opportunity yet again. They'll look for more fluidity, which I guess has been something we keep crying out for in this game.
No, most definitely with the constant turnovers. It just feels like a game of ping pong, a bit of tennis here and there. See them, GRA using their line now, sending it to their number 17, Mensa Daniel sends it in. Picked up by the skipper. Couple of appeals there. Coach is on the line, not very happy from that GRA side, but Hippo on the ball nonetheless. Send it to the center. They play it out wide. It's quite composure on this ball. They're not rushing very much, Hippo. See them play around the circle there. Couple of stick taps, couple of appeals. Umpire gives it the GRA side.
Yeah, eventually pick one out, and that man, he's managed to regain possession on that occasion, taking ball up and slowly making it into that 23, trying to get to the circle, taken off his stick, however, and he's left while on all fours. So a great little turnover there, and a GRA, whoa, game sense shutting off for a little bit, coming off of a GRA stick and just wasn't up to it. Thought it was all done in the back. Which are desperate times now here in Harare. 4 minutes remaining, ladies and gentlemen, in this, the bronze medal encounter. And tell you what, that'll be a green card shown to the man behind or in between the sticks for constant chirping. I've talked about it. Honestly, it's irritated me. What more so the man out with the whistle, who's been sent off now. I think it was a long time coming.
Just a bit of a tough blow there. I must say, I've never seen this before, and just skipper just talking to his keeper there, not very happy. Here on the sideline, the team GRA making a couple of appeals there.
Yeah, I've talked about it constantly, and quite honestly, I say this respectfully, there's almost no remorse towards them for that situation. They've done that to themselves. It's been brewing over a couple of days, and honestly, I'm glad something's finally been done about it, because it's just not good to see. I mean, just get on with your action. Michael, someone else might have a different opinion, so be it. But let the men who are tasked with doing the job do their jobs. You get on with yours as we get back to our action. I'll finish my little rant.
I mean, two sides to a coin indeed. Some no remorse, others feel it. Ooh. Umpire there calls on the right, calls for a short corner. Umpire there on the left, giving a warning there to the GRA player. See, pointing some fingers there. Must be some chirping still going on. I mean, we hear it from the sideline here on the coaches, from up in this commentary booth. You can see the players there not happy, still just talking to the second umpire there. You do have to be careful here. The cards are in abundance at the moment. They've just been getting cards and cards. It's not something we would like to see, to have just a few players on the field. We need each man. See a push out there. Hippo sends it out right for the slip. They play 1-2s into the goal. Calls for a foot.
Yeah, lost his footing there, called off of it by the umpires with just 30 minutes, well, 3 minutes and 33 seconds remaining on the clock. Will probably be sent out into what be it a shootout. Or will any side rather have a say right at the end of this one?
The clock is just being run down, both sides just in each other's 23s there, but nobody has managed to just give us another goal. And we see there just the umpire calling for a long corner there. Giving Hippo a chance to set up in defense. I see they're picking up men inside the circle there. The skipper sends a ball. Circle penetration. There's a foot appeal there. Must have been a foot there, but the umpire says otherwise. And so Hippo get ready to take the hit out.
Wow, that's all I'll say really. With 2:33 to go. Both sides still in it. Who's going to have the legs to take them over the line here? With the two finals to come after this encounter. Wow. Exciting finish we set up for quite evidently here.
Just seeing Hippo here, looking to make the most of their chance here in GAR's 23rd. So Hippo skipper sends it out on the ball. Couple of... Unfortunately, there's some ball protection happening, some ball shielding rather.
Oh, they've got to send more numbers up the GRA. They've only got two over halfway in the dying stage of this. It's your ball, you send it aerial. You've got to have more up the park there, as it is that serial man, the serial goal scorer out of the Ghanaian camp, Asa. And Mkwesi, will he have a say in this one? Into the circle. Good block tackle and a short corner goes the way of the GRA. Is this their chance? Is this their moment with 1:44 to go on the clock? They finally got it some advantage. It's got to be clinical, it's got to be fluid, it's got to be on target if they are to take the bronze medal here. As we approach the dying stage of this one, just 1:44 to go. Which way does it swing? The pendulum's been all over the show at the moment. And animated out in their dugout here. He's ordering all his men around that circle. It's a do or die kind of situation, one would feel. That's the kind of feeling you're getting from this one. As they have the original man back onto the park in goals. The Ghanaian side, it'll be the side's skipper, Achimpyong Eugene Duomo, who replaces Daniel Anch, who didn't have too much to do in his absence, as picked up beautifully, and again, a brilliant stop and goal. He's been on fire. Fleming Mazua for his Hippo side keeps him in it. A little bit of a deflection causes that rise, and which way does that go? The Ghanaians will have the advantage. Just 1:25 to go here, ladies and gentlemen, in this bronze medal encounter.
There's a lot of instructions coming out from the coaches here in the dugout, both sides. Rather animated here. Just as the clock runs down, they just about over 1 minute. Oof, sends it in, he hits a foot. It's going to be a GR ball. Yeah, just under 60 seconds to play, ladies and gentlemen. And the last Chaka, who is going to take the bronze? RGAR rather, going to take the chance here. Take the shot there, the circle. Oof. It's going to go for a long corner there.
It just runs away and they're unable to make do with that opportunity. However, they get back onto it and sending it to the left-hand side into the circle. However, the Hippo side doing enough at the moment. It'll be Daniel Luke Kofi, one of the stars in the side, who unfortunately finds that a little too high. And his side are called off with 26 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. The Hippo, they've just got to make a circle entry and, allow a genuine opportunity. 13 seconds on it. I don't think they'll have enough time.
Are we going to see some penalty shootouts today here, Muds? Looks like it.
For our first one.
This ought to be really interesting. We see there's the clock runs down 1 second. And they call it time, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is 2-2, the last quarter. In this playoff for the bronze medal, we have seen the Hippo Valley side men here representing Zimbabwe, and the GRA just coming from the Ghana side here. Oof. Quite some competition. We've seen displays of amazing skill here. And I think we might be on for some penalty shootouts to see who will take the bronze medal home and be crowned third in the continent as the club that would have taken on and won this game. Seeing the teams here going out into their dugouts for a couple of talks there before we get our penalty shootouts going on there.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's boiled down to this, a shootout. Finishing 2-2, even Stevens in this bronze final encounter. And now, both sides, while they'll send 5 men up to the plate with just 8 seconds to convert. For the Ghanaians, well, no surprise, you see striding out to the middle quite confidently is the man in that 11 jumper, Accc, Hanim Kwesi, who I've dubbed a serial goal scorer. Just finds it and bang, easy as you like. Other men around him or with him. Up here, Ignatius. As well as number 9, Mohammed Ibrahim, and 20, Dobby Christopher. Stepping up first to the plate will be that man. He needs an introduction. He'll be comfortable at that end of the park. Accc, Hanim Kwesi, and it will be Fleming Mazua for the Hippo side. He's been inspirational and has really... I beg your pardon, they've changed that and will instead be Leah Mangere. So 8 seconds is on for the GRA. Hassim looks to go to the left hand side and he finds it wide. So Accc, Hanim Kwesi unable to convert for his side. So they find themselves goalless from 1 of 5. A dream start really for the local side, and stepping up to the plate for the Hippo Club in the number 18 jumper. Or 16 that is, I beg your pardon, Emmanuel Klanga. Well, to possibly give his side the lead in this one, the umpires communicate, and as 8 seconds is up and underway, chooses to go left, right. Has he put too much on it? He has! And saving the day, a brilliant effort in goal for the Ghanaians. There's the skipper, Champion Dormo. Again, coming out with the goods for his side. Where even Stevens yet again, no goals being scored from the first attempts. 4 to go. Yeah, man, get it. And the man for the Ghanaians in the 20 jumper. He's got to get rid of it soon. He's got to pull the trigger. He has. However, yet again looked after. Don't be Christopher. Can't convert either. So 0 from 2. How does that change and goal possibly brought with some fortunes for the Hippo side?
Definitely yet to see one of these sides score a goal here on these one-on-ones. Absolutely amazing skill from both sides. Just not able to convert. It's absolutely electric here at the St. John's AstroTurf. Just fans on their feet, coaches in the dugout just waiting to see. Now here we have the Hippo side. 8 seconds has begun. This is clear Moyo. Pulls the keeper clears it out. Fortunately, he cannot reach to get that one as 8 seconds is over.
Yeah, unfortunately, just put a little too much on it. Couldn't quite get to it to recover that effort, which means we're goalless from the first 4, from the first 2 for either side. Stepping up to the plate next for the Ghanaians is up here, Blanks and Ignatius, who, well, will be under some pressure, if you may call it that now, as he will feel he has to convert for his side here. Do you take it early or carry on? He's playing around with it there and taken off, just sticking out that left boot and getting rid of that attempt. You've almost got a question that seemed a little too lethargic and almost walked into it, allowed the keeper to come up to him, and he shut off that space around him quite well.
No, listen, this Hippo side keeper here, this is Elia Mangere. He is composure there, moving quick on his toes, making sure to follow the player and well defended out. Quite some composure on the ball. We have the Hippo side number 14 jersey there, Philip Machaya, who has been on the scoreboard this tournament, and we're hoping to see him show us his skills here. As his 8 seconds begins, he goes, pushes off, keeper comes out, pulls right, keeper pulls it down, still in, he pulls it in, unfortunately keeper calls it out. Oof, he will be disappointed with that one. Some good show there, some skills.
So with 2 attempts remaining on either side, no goals being scored, onto their 4th attempt, stepping up to the plate for the Ghanaians, for the GRA, number 21, Prince. Will he be the Prince that comes to rescue his side? Stepping up to the plate, he's gone all straight to the keeper, giving him his back, turned him around, and he's done very well to give us the first goal. Here's the Prince to save the day.
Prince to save the day, indeed. Saw the goalkeeper come out there, walked out very composed there. Unfortunately, he was pulled left, pulled right, and the trigger was pulled and went and hit the backboard there. Now going to see the skipper of the Hippo Valley side there, Gift Chomonora, more commonly known as Jetta, hoping to convert this and give his side the upper hand as well. Make it even. Stevens comes out, goalkeeper comes rushing out, he pulls right, he drags, he puts it in! Oh, with the celebration there! Scores on either side, ought to be something else.
Yeah, the skipper stepping out to the plate and saying, hold up, we're still in this one. As for the Ghanaians, next will be Kugbi Louis, who will have his crack at goal. And this pretty much sends it into a sudden death if he's able to complete or score that at the moment. In a bit of trouble, in a bit of strife, and he gets a flick. So he'll be happy with that. Absolutely pump Louis for the Ghanaians. Where will he be going to? Does he go to the top or bottom? Or which one of those corners will it be for Louis? Easy as a call from the sidelines from one of his mates. Matthew Damali just calling for that. Top left he goes, easy as you like for the Ghanaians, who have completed their first 5, managing 2. So over to this man here who has to convert to keep Hippo in this one. He misses this attempt, they're knocked out. Stepping up to the plate.
There we see Asmin Wolf, who has just displayed, honestly, just incredible skill throughout this tournament, earning himself man of the match, player of the match rather. Games 2 days ago. Quite some pressure if you ask me. Takes a deep breath in, and his 8 seconds begins. Pushes off, keeper comes out, shows him his back, pulls him strong. As the clock ticks, he pushes it, just wide!
Ladies and gentlemen, that's gone wide, and celebrations out to the Ghanaian side as they survive that little scare to claim bronze in Harare. The Ghanaian side go, and in this shootout, managed to get the win. Commiserations, however, do go out to the Hippo side, who fought their way to this podium fight. However, it'll be celebrations for those coming out of the western part of our continent, the Ghanaians. There'll be celebrations out there as they manage to claim themselves a bronze medal. We will catch you shortly for our post-match interview downstairs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've finally gotten to the end of this third place encounter, our bronze medal encounter, which saw the Ghana Revenue Authority taking on the Hippo Hockey Club out of Zimbabwe. Tell you what, we had to go off to a shootout right at the end, and they managed to take a 2-1 victory. I've got with me here the man of the match, Luke Damani Kofi. Luke, firstly, congrats on your man of the match award, and there you go.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Much appreciated. Yeah, big congrats to you. Big smiles on your faces.
Yeah.
What was the mindset, going into that shootout, especially, with how far the game ended up going?
Yeah. First of all, I just want to congratulate us once again. It's not been easy. It's a good fight. Going into this match, we knew we don't have to leave here with empty-handed though. We had to take something home, so we had to give it our all. Unfortunately, we didn't finish within 60, but then we got it in the 8 seconds. So that's good. That's good for us.
Absolutely. I mean, in moments where you went down as a side, because you did go down, what was it, once or twice? What is the mindset from the team, to keep persevering, keep fighting to get yourselves through to, I guess now celebrations, you may call it that?
It's all part of the sacrifice. We keep fighting till the end of the whistle. In as much as we had some few lapses, well, we got kicked out by the umpire a bit, but then yeah, that's on our part. That's unfortunate, but it's on our part. So that's how come we went down. But then again, we had to keep psyching ourselves to get back up, and that's what we keep doing. Keep fighting to the end of the battle.
Okay, and then just the final word. Obviously, as man of the match, you've had lots of support back at home and to your teammates. Is there any final word for anyone special, your country, anyone backing you?
Okay, so special thanks to God Almighty for giving us this victory and also for giving man of the match today. And then a special thanks to my wife who keeps supporting me back home all the time. Even online, she keeps posting, she keeps supporting me all the time. Today, yeah, she had to give me a pep talk before starting the game, and then I guess that took me through. Because at the point where I had this cut, I was just like, okay, just let it go. You have something at stake. You just have to get it going. But then finally, thanks to my teammates, because this wouldn't have happened without them. And just thanks to the team, thanks to the management, the technical team, and then our head of sports, Mr. Ebenezer Frimpong, and the whole of GRA. The Commissioner General, we say thank you for supporting us. Thank you for GRA. Thank you, GRA, for supporting us through this journey. We just want to say thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it from our player of the match, Luke Kofi, coming out of the Ghana Revenue Authority, who claimed a bronze medal here in Harare, Zimbabwe, at this staging of the African Cup for Club Champions. We'll catch you shortly for the start of the ladies' final. Any word for your ladies' side, just warming up in the background?
To our ladies, we just want to tell you to keep fighting to the end of the whistle, because it's not going to be easy. The second outing against Lakers, it's obvious that we're going to win, but then yeah, fingers crossed. But I'm still rooting for the ladies.
Big call. Obviously going to win it. You've heard it from his mouth. We'll catch you shortly for the start of our women's final, which sees the Lakers coming out of Kenya, taking on the Ghana Revenue Authority. Once again, thank you for joining us here. We'll catch you shortly for the start of that.